He had to show people that I so genuinely care about your well-being and North Korean people. So therefore, can you still support me? All these changes, the outside information is coming in through the market. That there is a demand in North Korea. That's why the vendors in China are providing this outside of information. So I do think eventually the North Korea is gonna be changing through the market system. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today in this video, I'm going to quickly explain to you the meaning of Kim Jong Un's tears. He shed tears 3 times during his military parade on Saturday. And I know there has been a lot of news about it and what does that mean. And I really tried to set the record correct. And I really just hope that you understand what's really happening through North Korean perspective, I guess. The world Western media always have this tendency to give a benefit of doubt to Kim Jong Un and his behavior. Like, think about it, guys. When he came into the power early 2010, right? The world was saying Kim Jong Un is Western educated, he's young, so he's going to become the reformer. He's going to make things better for North Koreans. The result is North Korea has been even more closed than ever before in North Korean history. The escape from North Korea became almost impossible under Kim Jong Un because Kim Jong Un made more border guards on the border and importing these AI cameras and facial recognition cameras from China, putting in them these borders and riverside, so he catch everyone he escapes. But this time, why did he cry? Is he actually really truly sad about the suffering of North Korean people? North Korea spends their over 80% of their GDP on making news. He knows that if he spent just like 20% of what he spent on building nukes, he could have fed people and no one had to starve and die from not eating food in this 21st century. Not even he spent that money. If he was verified to the international community that this food is going to North Korean people, no one need to suffer in North Korea. But why is he crying then? He created this whole suffering of North Korean people. Why is he crying? Because he knows things are changing. Not good thing for him. He decided to be a human. He gave up being a god. God never cries. God never says things. Like Kim Jong Un, his father, who was a god to us, he did not even say things. We never even heard his voice, except just one phrase that I heard, and I never knew how Kim Jong Un sounded like.
영적 조선인민군 장병들에게 영광이시라!
He was this mystified creature, but Kim Jong Un now he knows that doesn't work. People are realizing Kims are not gods, and actually they are dictators. This foreign information going into North Korea, that is awakening people's minds and opening their eyes to see the reality of the situation they are in. So Kim Jong Un knows that he cannot no longer pretend to be a god. But what he's good at manipulating people. He knows how to twist the information. If he sees like one true thing among all 10 things that is not true, he knows using that one truth to twist the entire thing and change the whole story for himself. And that is what he's good at. He knows that people are suffering, but using that one truth to manipulating that why he still needs to build the news, because the foreign powers like Americans and Japanese, other countries trying to kill North Koreans. So he still needs to be the one who's in charge. So because he's the only one keeping them safe. That's what it was. And then he had to show people that I so genuinely care about your well-being and North Korean people. So therefore, can you still support me? In my opinion, I initially thought that Kim Jong Un made a huge mistake, because if he tried to be a human now, he's going to need to show a lot of more evidence to convince North Koreans to let them believe why this system make a sense for them too. But in the past, why Kim Jong Un and Kim Il Sung was so successfully brainwashing us and still getting our loyalty and support is that because they were gods. When you're a god, you don't need a logic to explain things to us. Like faith is a faith. You don't need to see a miracle that Jesus is creating in front of your eyes. You just believe that is the case. And it was like that in North Korea. But now, because Kim Jong Un is not a playing God anymore, he's gonna need a lot of logic and making sense and the result to people. But how is he gonna do? I don't know, because he's been doing this. He promised to take care of the economy of the country when he came into the power. That was his one thing. The North Korean people suffered long enough, that we fought with our enemies long enough. This is the time the North Korean people actually get fed and living in the prosperity. That has been 5 years, and this time Kim Jong Un knows that he didn't show any result, any tangible change to North Koreans, and people's lives got even worse than before. So he had to play that thing, the tier, to set that whole thing to buying another 5 years from North Koreans. But 5 years later, I'm not sure though this tier is gonna make sense for North Korean people. They're gonna buy it again. This time he might gain the international sympathy. I hope these Guardians or New York Times, these people do not give the benefit of doubt to the dictator, why he's only trying to maintain the power for himself. I really hope that's not gonna happen this time, but I do think that's gonna happen. You know, the international community is gonna give another, sympathetic 5 years for Kim Jong Un to fix it up, and 5 years later, Kim Jong Un is going to come up with another blaming that why he failed to make things better for North Korean people. So this parade, even the fact that Kim Jong Un was doing it in the middle of the night, was really trying to shake it up, because he knows that something is going awfully wrong for the people, and he knows that he can never control the full narrative anymore. In a way, it is such a helpful message to me or us, because we do want North Korean people to be free in our lifetime, and that if we increase this international awareness of this plight of North Korean people, and we encourage these world leaders and the UN to not supporting the dictatorship, but supporting the people of North Korea through the non-profits, through the NGOs that getting information inside North Korea. No government does that, seriously. Like, all these changes, the outside information is coming in through the market, that there is a demand in North Korea. That's why the vendors in China are providing this outside of information. So I do think eventually the North Korea is gonna be changing through the market system and the free thinkers who believe in the individual liberty and freedom. Before I end this video, if you watch it for this till end, I really know that you are supportive of my mission to free North Koreans. And if you really want to help me, please come find me a Patreon. I have a site there, and I really look forward to seeing you all next time. Bye guys!